Hi everyone, my name is Mel from Reset Collective. Welcome back to another Vinyasa flow. To get started today, we will be in a shape called crocodile pose. If you've never been in this shape before, just take a second to watch how I set it up, and then you can get yourself positioned whenever you are ready. So to begin, we're gonna start laying flat on our bellies. You can lower your body down however you wish. Gently bringing the heels toward the very corners of the mat. Ensure that the heels turn inward, toes face outward. Take a second to prop the forearms out in front of you, one in front of the other. The heart is very slightly lifted. And then slowly see if you can flatten the forehead down toward the wrists or the forearms, softening into the shoulders. Now, if you feel like there's quite a bit of tension in the neck, the head, the shoulders, this means that you just need to move both forearms slightly more forward to reduce all and any tension in the top part of the neck and the head. And then perhaps taking a moment to gently sway the hips from left to right, from side to side, just to release all and any tension in the hips. And then slowly we start to find a bit of stillness in this shape. We take a moment here to get comfortable, to sink and settle in. And we take this big, beautiful breath in through the nose. Feel the belly expand up against the mat beneath you. Part the lips, full exhale, empty out through the mouth. Once again, just like that. Big, beautiful breath in through the nose. Part the lips, full exhale to empty out through the mouth. On your next inhale, gently we bring the lips to seal. As we find this effortless breath flowing in through the nose, out through the nose. Feeling the depth and tempo of the breath in the belly. Feeling the body soften with every exhale. So today's intention is to become a vessel for love. Using this moment as an invitation for stillness and a chance to meet your inner truth. But before we can enter the here and the now, first we must meet what we are resisting. With every inhale, breathing in all that makes you feel loved, valued, and appreciated. With every exhale, breathing out all that makes you feel alone, judged, and underappreciated. But let the light start to weave its way through both body and mind. Let yourself become a vessel for love. So staying as you are here, this big, beautiful breath in through the nose. Parting the lips, full exhale to empty out through the mouth. On your next inhale, very gently lifting the forehead up off of the mat. And then slowly seeing if you can come to extend the left fingertips out toward left hand side of mat. Take right fingertips under your shoulders. Take the toes back behind you, lengthen up through the spinal column, and then as you exhale, we externally rotate into left hand side of body. Place the ball of the right foot down toward the mat. So there's this beautiful sense of opening into front line of body. Intermediate option, if you wish, you can go ahead and take the right fingertips to half bind behind the back, opening up into the heart space. Perhaps you want to bring the eyes to close, softening here as much as you can. See if you can stay for one more beautiful breath in. One more gentle exhale to empty out. On your next inhale, ground the right fingertips back to the mat, followed by the right leg, returning back through center. And then gently we take the shape over to the opposite side. Left fingertips ground down to the mat, lift the left leg ever so slightly, and then externally rotate into right hand side of body. Place the right ear and the left ball of the foot down upon the mat. For those of you that feel comfortable, perhaps taking the left fingertips behind the back to half bind as you open up through heart space. Doing your best to breathe here. Seeing if you can stay for one more beautiful breath in and a soft exhale to empty out. And then on your next inhale, ground the left fingertips back toward the mat, followed by the left leg. Slowly ground the right fingertips under the right shoulder. And then take a moment to ground the palms to the mat. Ground the knees to the mat, lift through the top half of the body. Exhale, sink the hips back behind you, meeting in a narrow child's pose. So in this narrow child's pose, doing your best to root through the sitting bones, doing your best to lengthen up through the side bodies. The forehead either grounds down toward the mat or very gently hovers as you take a moment to breathe in here. Moment to exhale, empty out. On your next inhale, right fingertips rest beside the body, palm faces upward, relax into the right shoulder as you exhale. We now begin to move with the breath. As we inhale, slowly start to pull the left fingertips forward, dragging fingertips forward as you lift, lengthen, open up through heart space. As you exhale, sink the hips back down, ground the forehead back down to the mat. Inhale, we move again, drag the fingertips along the mat, this big beautiful sweeping circle. Exhale to sink the hips back down, soften, release. We have 1.5 more rounds. Inhale, big beautiful sweeping circle, sink the fingertips up and back. Final round, inhale, drag your fingertips forward. This time, keep the fingertips facing up toward the sky. And then as you exhale, thread the needle. Right arm under the left arm. Right shoulder, right ear grounds down to the mat. And then you're going to see if you can take the left fingertips to the top of your space. Doing your best to breathe into the left-hand side of your body. Doing your best to breathe into the belly as you feel the soft opening into right shoulder blade. See if you can stay here. One more breath in. Rest here for one more breath out. On your next inhale, left hand back under left shoulder as you press yourself up to a tabletop position. Ground the right fingertips to the mat and then extend the right fingertips to about the top of your mat. Gently gaze over your left shoulder. And then as you exhale, you're going to melt the right armpit and the right ear down to the mat, meeting in a half heart pose. So if the ear doesn't rest upon the mat, just hovering that ear upon the mat. Doing your best to breathe into the right side body. Breathe into the right shoulder. Let's stay here for one more full breath in. One more gentle breath out. Ground through the left palm. Inhale pulls you all the way back up to your tabletop position. And then exhale, press back to that narrow child's pose, lengthening up through the fingertips, softening into the lower back. As you rest here, big beautiful breath in. Soften as you exhale to empty out. Inhale, let the left fingertips rest beside the body, palm to face up, soften into the right shoulder as you exhale. We move back with those circles. As we inhale, start to drag the body forward, fingertips move forward. Inhale, big beautiful sweeping circle. Exhale to send the hips back, soften, release back down. Inhale to slowly drag the fingertips forward, big sweeping circle all the way around. Exhale to sink the hips back down, to soften, to release. Inhale, we keep moving, drag the fingertips forward, big sweeping circle all the way around. Exhale to sink the body back down. Final round. Inhale, drag the fingertips forward. This time only a semicircle. Keep the fingertips facing the sky. And then exhale, slowly see if you can thread the needle. Left arm under the right arm. See if you can rest the left ear and the left shoulder down to the mat. Intermediate to advanced, can you extend the right fingertips to the top of your space? And then perhaps bringing the eyes to close if it feels natural and safe to do so. Breathing into right hand side of your body. Staying for one more inhale. For one more exhale. On your next inhale, right palm back under right shoulder. Gently pull yourself back up to a tabletop position and then ground the left fingertips to the mat. See if you can extend the left fingertips to about the top of your space. Gaze over your right shoulder and then exhale, melt the left armpit and the left ear down to the mat. If the ear doesn't rest upon the mat, just gently hovering it in space. Perhaps bringing the eyes to close. This beautiful sense of opening through front line of body as we keep coming back to the intention we've set for ourselves here today. Let's stay for one more inhale. One more exhale. Ground through the right palm. Inhale, pull yourself all the way back up to a tabletop position. And then exhale, sink the hips back to an active child's pose. Seeing if you can do your best to keep reaching through the fingertips. Keep sinking the hips back to the heels. On your next inhale, we're going to tuck the toes under. And then slowly see if you can sink the hips back once more. Seeing if you can find full extension through the hamstrings, meeting in our very first downward facing dog of the practice. So as always, first down dog of the day includes a bit of pedaling out through the heels, bending one leg, straightening up through the other, releasing all and any tension that may be stored in the body. So finding as much movement to begin with here. And then whenever you are ready, slowly start to find a bit of stillness as you ensure that your feet are hip distance apart. There's a micro bend into the knees as you gaze toward your kneecaps. And there's this beautiful length created into side bodies. Ensure that you are really grounding through the palms and each and every fingertip. We take a big, beautiful breath in. Part the lips, full exhale to empty out. On your next inhale, rise into the tops of your toes. Take a beautiful, slow walk to the top of your mat. You can bend your knees in order to do this. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins. Exhale, forward fold, micro bend into the knees. Big bend into the knees. Inhale, root to rise, extended mountain, lift, lengthen. Exhale, bring your hands through heart space, Samastiti, we realign. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up into the air, listening to my cues. As you exhale, cactus the arms, melt the heart forward, gaze moves upward. Inhale, reach the fingertips back up to the sky. Belly through spine, chin through chest like a banana. As you exhale, open up the palms, swan dive, lead with the heart, forward fold. Take fingertips to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, we breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, we breathe out. Step back, high plank, strong in your core. As you exhale, knees, chest and chin to the mat. Sitting bones up to the sky. Inhale, worm the body forward to cobra pose, stay low. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog, however you wish to get there. In your down dog, big beautiful breath in. Part the lips, full exhale, empty out. Inhale, tops of your toes, take a beautiful walk to the top of your mat. Nice and slowly until you get there. Inhale, halfway lift, let's breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, soften, forward. Big bend into the knees. Inhale, root to rise, extended mountain, let your gaze follow. Exhale, hands through heart space, Samastiti, we realign. Inhale, sweep the arms back up into the air. As you exhale, crack into the elbows, cactus, offer the heart forward. Inhale, banana shape, fingertips to the sky, chin through chest, belly through spine. Swan dive, lead with the heart, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back, high plank. Exhale, knees, chin and chest to the mat. Inhale, worm forward, come up for air, cobra pose. Exhale, move back, downward facing dog whenever you are ready. Beautiful work. In your down dog, big breath in through the nose. Part the lips, full exhale out through the mouth. Once more like that, big beautiful breath in. Full exhale to empty out. On your next inhale, gorilla hold and hover. Knees hover above the mat. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog, release the breath. Inhale, gorilla hold and hover, shift forward. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog, breath out. Final round, shift forward, hold and hover for 3, 2, on 1. Knees ground down to the mat, untuck the toes. Inhale, drop the belly to the mat, pull the heart forward, send the gaze forward. As you exhale, belly through spine, chin through chest, round in the spinal column like a cat. Inhale, drop the belly, pull the heart forward, send the gaze forward. Exhale, breath out, belly to spine, chin through chest to round it out like a cat. Final round, let's inhale, belly drops, heart moves forward, take your time. Exhale, breath out, belly to spine, chin through chest, round it out like a cat. On your next inhale, neutral spine, return back through center. And then gently take the right leg back behind you. Ground the right toes down to the mat. See if you can square off onto the inside of the right foot. And then sweep the left heel back behind you. Take the right fingertips up toward the sky. So make sure that the right fingertips stack directly on top of the left. As you inhale, you're going to sweep the right fingertips up overhead. As you exhale, make sure that you are finding length through the right side body. Beautiful work. Let's inhale now. Cactus the right elbow, draw the right elbow down toward the right heel. As you exhale, fingertips face the heel, then fingertips slowly draw a circle in front of the body. Fingertips move back up overhead. Inhale, let's cactus. Exhale, big beautiful sweeping circle around the front line of the body. 2 more rounds. Inhale, we cactus. Exhale, big beautiful sweeping circle around front line of body. Final round. Inhale to cactus. Exhale, big beautiful sweeping circle around front line of body. Fingertips stay facing up overhead, and then very gently, intermediate option, see if you can lift the right heel up off of the mat. Advanced option, if you want to give it a go, maybe bend the back heel to the back glute. Maybe see if your right hand can grab a hold of your back foot. It is a challenge, but try your best. This beautiful sense of opening into front line of body. Can we stay here for one more inhale? One more exhale. Without slingshotting, can you release? Everybody sees if they can crunch the right knee in toward your chest, right hand upon right knee. Can you step the right foot to the top of your mat? Right hand into right knee, left hand stacks on top. Beautiful work. So now we roll our shoulders back and down. We lift through the crown of the neck and the head. There's this beautiful sense of rooting through lower half to lift and rise through top half. Stay for one more breath in. Stay for one more breath out. On your next inhale, left fingertips to the mat, right fingertips to the mat. As you exhale, we're gonna move back. Slowly see if you can straighten up through the right hamstring. Spinal column nice and long. So half Hanumanasana, half splits. There's this beautiful flex into the right foot as you breathe into the right hamstring. Take your time here as you rest. Taking a full breath in through the nose. Soft exhale out through the nose. On your next inhale, let's lunge ourselves forward. And then we're slowly gonna see if we can heel toe the right foot just before the outer edge of the mat. Right hand to rest upon the right knee. As we exhale, we're gonna see if we can press the right knee away from the body, opening up through our heart space, gazing over the back shoulder. Beginner option, you are just gonna rest here, be here. Intermediate option, maybe send the right fingertips back behind you, opening up into heart space. Advanced option, maybe bend the back leg, grab a hold of the back foot if it feels good for you. Take some time, maybe relax the left ear to the left shoulder. Breathing in here as you are. Breathing out here as you are. There's a gentle release whenever you are ready. And then slowly see if you can bring the right hand to ground back down toward the mat. Tuck the left toes under. See if you can step back, downward facing dog whenever you are ready. In your downward facing dog, this big, beautiful breath in through the nose. Part the lips, full exhale, empty out through the mouth. Inhale, gorilla hover, shift forward, knees above the mat. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog, release the breath. Gorilla hover, inhale, shift forward, hold. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog, release the breath. Final round, inhale, gorilla hover, hold for 3, 2, on 1. Knees ground down toward the mat, we untuck the toes. Inhale, belly drops to the mat, we pull our heart forward. As we exhale, belly to spine, chin through chest, we round it out like a cat. Inhale, belly drops, heart opens. Slowly see if you can pull the heart forward. Exhale, breath out, belly to spine, chin through chest, round it out like a cat. Final round, inhale, belly moves forward, heart opens. As you exhale, belly through spine, chin through chest, round it out like a cat. On your next inhale, neutral spine, come back through center. Gently take the left leg back behind you. Ground the left toes down to the mat. Come onto the inside of the left foot and then swing the right heel back behind you. Inhale, take the left fingertips up toward the sky, ensuring that your left fingertips stack over your right. On your next inhale, we're going to take the left fingertips up overhead, breathing into the left-hand side of our body. Ensure that you are grounding down onto the outer edge of the left foot. On your next inhale, can we cactus the left arm, drive the left elbow down toward the left heel. Slowly see if you can exhale, big beautiful sweeping circle around front line of body. As we inhale, come back to that cactus shape. As we exhale, big sweeping circle around front line of body. 2 more rounds, inhale to cactus, exhale to sweep all the way around. Final round to cactus, exhale to sweep all the way around. Keep the fingertips facing the top of your mat. And then see if you can lift the left heel up off of the mat. Beginner to intermediate option, you're gonna hold here, stay here. Intermediate to advanced, you're gonna bend the back heel. Can the back heel meet the back glute? Can you grab a hold of the back foot and then open up into front line of body? Let's stay here, 1 more breath in, 1 more breath out. Gentle release whenever you are ready. Crunch the knee in toward the chest. Left hand cups the left knee and then swing the foot to the top of your mat. Left hand stacks on top of left knee. Right hand stacks on top of left. Can you roll the shoulders back and down? Puff the heart forward. Lift through the crown of the head. Take a moment to breathe in. Take a moment to breathe out. On your next inhale, see if you can take the right fingertips to the mat, followed by the left. As you exhale, half Hanumanasana, half splits, walks you back. See if you can straighten up through the right hamstring as much as possible. See if you can lengthen up through the torso, through the arms, really doing your best to ground the left heel down to the mat, lifting through the ball of the left foot. Take your time here to breathe in, time here to breathe out. One more inhale, one more exhale. On your next inhale, can you slowly take a lunge forward? Can you ground through the right palm and then gently heel toe the left foot just before the outer edge of the mat? Left hand onto your left knee. Exhale as you externally rotate into your runner's lunge. Gazing over the back shoulder, spinal column nice and long. Beginner option, you can stay here. Intermediate option, reach your left fingertips back behind you. And then advanced option, you can go ahead and grab a hold of your back foot if it feels comfortable to do so. Take some time here as you breathe into your heart space. Take one more final breath in. One more gentle breath out. Soft release whenever you are ready. Ground the left hand back down toward the mat. Tuck the back toes under. And then exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. In your down dog, full breath in through the nose. Part the lips, full exhale, empty out through the mouth. Inhale, tops of your toes. Take a soft walk to the top of your mat once again. Nice, beautiful walks to get you to the top of your mat. Inhale, can you come up through a halfway lift? Exhale, can you soften through a forward fold? Big bend into the knees. Inhale, extended mountain root to rise. Lift, lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart space, Samasthiti, we realign. Inhale, extended mountain, sweep the arms up. Exhale, dive forward, fingertips to mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step or jump back, the choice is yours, high plank. Work through your vinyasa around chaturanga, on or off your knees, the choice is yours. Inhale, pull through cobra or up dog. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. In your down dog, take a big, beautiful breath in. Take a full exhale to empty out. On your next inhale, gorilla hover. Shift your body forward and hold. Exhale, shift it back, downward facing dog to release the breath. Gorilla hover, shift the body forward and hold. Exhale, shift the body back, release the breath. Final round, shifting forward to hold. 3, 2, on 1. Ground the knees, untuck the toes. As you inhale, take your right leg back behind you, flex into your right foot. Slowly see if you can externally rotate into the right hip. Take the right leg out toward the right hand side of your mat and then gently place the right foot down, rolling onto the outer blade of your right foot. You're going to take a moment here to keep the spinal column long. A beginner option, you're going to stay here, breathe here. Intermediate option, you're going to walk your hands out in front of you, spinal column long. You're going to exhale, slowly see if you can melt the forehead down toward the mat, wrap the elbows inward. Advanced option, you're going to thread the left arm under the right arm, ground the right shoulder to the mat, gaze over or under the right armpit. We have 2 full breaths here as we rest, taking our time. 1 more full breath here as we rest. And then on our next inhale, grounding through the right palm, seeing if you can pull the left hand all the way back, making sure that the shoulders stack over the wrists. Whenever you are ready, you're going to see if you can draw the right heel to turn in, right toes to turn out. Bringing the right hand to the right knee, pressing the right knee away from the body, opening up into your heart space. We're going to see if we can stay here in stillness for 1 more breath before moving. 1 more exhale. On your next inhale, gently you're gonna shift the hips back, shift the hips across to the right, gently forward, left, and back. So another option would be to re-ground the right hand to the mat, which might give you a little bit more stability to create these circles. So just see how it feels. Maybe you prefer one to the other. Really working through those hip circles here as much as you possibly can. Trying not to rush, breathing into the lower back, breathing into sensation in the body. And then whenever you are ready, slowly return back through center. See if you can sweep the right heel back behind you. Tuck the back toes under. And then see if you can move through three-legged down dog. Keep the hips square. Exhale, step the right foot down, downward facing dog. As you are in down dog, big beautiful breath in. Part the lips, full exhale to empty out. Once more like that, big beautiful breath in. Full exhale to empty out. On your next inhale, we're gonna shift forward to gorilla hover once again. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, gorilla hover to shift forward once again. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Last round. Inhale, gorilla hover, shift forward. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. And then on your next inhale, ground the knees to the mat. Untuck the toes. Take the left leg back behind you, flex into the left foot. External rotation on that left leg. And then see if you can take the left leg out to the side. Place the left foot down upon the mat, making sure you are pressing onto the outer blade of the left foot. Beginner option, you are going to stay here. Intermediate option, you're going to walk your hands forward a bit. And then see if you can melt the forehead down toward the mat. Nice and long in the spinal column. Breathing here as much as possible. Intermediate to advanced, you're going to thread the right arm under the left arm. See if you can bring the right shoulder and the right ear down to the mat. 2 full breaths as we rest here. 1 more breath as we rest here. Whenever you are ready, draw yourself back up to a tabletop position. Shoulders stack over the wrists. Big bend into the left leg, so draw the left heel in, draw the left toes out. Take the left hand to the left knee, pressing the left knee away from the body, opening up into your heart space. We're gonna take 1 more breath here in stillness. 1 more breath out. And we're gonna start to create those circles. So lean into the left, lean forward, lean right, lean back. Hands upon the mat, maybe creating circular movements here into that left hip as best as you can, listening to the body. And then whenever you are ready, last circle, meeting back in stillness. Slowly sweep the left leg back behind you. Tuck the right toes and then inhale, pick your body up, meeting in a 3-legged downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath out. Beautiful work. Big breath in through the nose. Part the lips. Exhale to empty out through the mouth. On your next inhale, tops of your toes. Take that last final walk to about the top of your mat. Inhale, come up through a halfway lift. Exhale to soften through a forward fold. Once more like that halfway lift, we breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, we breathe out. We're gonna take a big bend into the knees now. See how low you can sit the bum down, and then sitting your body down however you feel comfortable. Coming to hug the knees in toward the chest, spinal column nice and long. And then as you exhale, you're going to roll the body down toward the mat, nice and slowly, bringing the knees into the chest. So taking some time here as you lay on your back, perhaps a soft sway from side to side, from left to right. just as a way to massage the lower back. And then whenever you are ready, we're going to find a bit of stillness in the shape. Slowly see if you can hug either knee to either armpit, so there's a soft gap in between the knees. And then on your next inhale, we're going to go ahead and grab a hold of the insides of both feet. Send the heels up toward the sky. Drive the knees down toward the mat. Flattening through the lower back as much as you possibly can. And then breathing into the pelvic floor for these last remaining moments of practice. Take your time here as you rest. Big, beautiful breath in through the nose. Gentle exhale out through the mouth. And then on your next inhale, there's a very soft release of the balls of both feet as you come to hug the knees in toward your chest. Last final squeeze of the knees inward. And then as you exhale, Shavasana whenever you are ready. Extend the heels out to the very corners of your mats. Let the hands rest beside the body, palms either to face up or down. So we just take a moment to get comfortable here. So if you have a sweat towel or a jersey that you would like to place over the eyes, you are more than welcome to do so. Really doing your best to readjust as many times needed before you can settle in to a shape that feels most natural and good for you. And then we take this big, beautiful breath in through the nose. Part the lips as we exhale out through the mouth. Once more, just like that, in through the nose. Part the lips, exhale, empty out through the mouth. Inhale gently, we bring the lips to seal. As we allow the breath to move in through the nose, out through the nose. With every exhale, releasing any judgment, any feelings of overwhelm, anxiety, any feelings of being anything less than. Keep coming back to the sensation of the breath in the body. Keep coming back to the sensation of the body upon mat. So just before we end here today, I thought I would leave you with a couple of words that may resonate with you in some way or another. So at the end of the day, I want to be proud of the way I showed up. I want to be proud of the way I existed in this world, of the way I dedicated myself to living the kind of life that was full, that allowed for happiness and sadness and growth to flow through me like rain. At the end of the day, I want to be proud of the way I fell in love with my life, of the way I fell in love with the version of happiness that I created from the deepest parts of my soul. At the end of the day, I want to be proud of the fact that I never took a backseat to my pain. At the end of the day, I want to be proud of the way that I risked my heart. Because at the end of the day, I want to leave this world with a heart that is worn out and tender all over from loving and caring. At the end of the day, I want to be proud of the person I've become, the way I've loved others. So if you have the luxury of resting here for a few more moments, please do so. Revel in this stillness, in this present moment awareness. As always, I am so thankful for our time here together and cannot wait to see you again next time.